trouble. And you're getting in trouble because the guys are not playing the defense that's designed.
James Stewart at 224 pounds, unable to get that weight going back the other way. Field has been resodded, and some of the footing not as solid as the players would like. Jacksonville is 5 for 9 on third downs today. Brunell looking for the quick pass, and then goes long, and the man open. Out of bounds is Willie Jackson. He's open again behind Lionel. No, they say he didn't get both feet down. Lionel Washington was covering, and Jackson apparently crowding that sideline, just unable to get the second foot down. And boy, that sigh of relief from 76,000 here in Denver.
I'll tell you, what a beautiful throw. What a great throw.
Willie Jackson going down the field. The right foot's in, the left foot never gets down.
Good call. Didn't drag the left foot. So the punt by Brian Barker, a flag down. Beautiful high kick. Rod Smith, fair catch at the 7-yard line. 50-yard punt, no return. Will it count? 46 seconds now showing time remaining in the third. Red
and I kind of jog alike, you know what? A nice slow-paced jog.
Still makes us home in College Station, Texas.
Oh, that's
Texas A&M.
That's a sprint for you.
Kind of.
That's going to deny Barker a terrific punt. The legal man downfield. So they'll bring it back and make Barker punt it once more.
Dick, you know, in the last play,
12 men on the field by the kickers. 5 yards, still fourth down.
Barker says he said I counted there were only 11.
1, 5 on the line, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 up top. I only see 11.
5, 6.
I counted the punter in the back. I counted 11. Here's a better look at. Well, you can't tell right now.
So Barker, a solid student at Santa Clara. Those were different Broncos. And Barker.
Yeah, the official is saying, wait a minute, maybe I miscounted these guys. There were only 11.
The other way.
The receivers had 12 men, not the kickers.
Well, that makes a lot of folks feel better that study.
I was feeling bad about my counting. I said, well, maybe I don't see somebody, but
well, it's still going to be fourth down. It'll be 4th and 5 instead of 4th and 10. But what they want to do is make sure the kick stays downfield.
Sure. Well, it was 3rd and 5. First of all, they'd have to measure to see if it's a first down, and then there was a terrific punt. If it isn't a first down, you take
the only problem is, Dick, that they already measured off the 1 penalty, so they moved the ball back. Now, where was the ball marked?
No, it was 3rd down and 5, and he punted the ball. Excuse me, I mean 4th and 5 when he punted the ball.
I'm saying they've already marked the penalty off to 4th and made it 4th and 10. So what it now is, where was the ball before they marked it off? Now he's got to go back and take it the same steps because they don't have it marked.
Well, we had the luxury of a replay. It's right on the 43-yard line.
43-yard line, exactly.
So you give them 5 yards from there to the 48, and that would be a very interesting measure.
It'll be right on the nose of the ball, and I'm telling you, it'll be if it's going to be marked there, and where the marker is over here, it'll be a first down.
Yep, they've measured on the sidelines, and that's exactly the case. And the fans aren't going to like this announcement from Red Cashin,
because it is going to be first down.
On the kick, there were 12 men on the defense. Number 95 did not get off the field. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
Number 95 is Michael Dean Perry. There's 11 people. Watch Michael Dean Perry at the bottom of your screen. He's trying to hustle off, but he doesn't make it before the snap of the ball. In fact, hustle, he's walking off.
And that cost his team. And Jacksonville gladly accepts the first down with less than a minute remaining in the third. And the Jaguars building momentum here with a 2012 lead against a 2-touchdown favorite on its home field, Denver. The throw, open again. McCardell survives the double hit and pulled down at the 45 with a gain of 8, make it 7.
The thing you saw in that last play, Mark Brunell, he can run around, but you can see the strength of his arm. And, you know, you talk about he looks like Steve Young, and he's left-handed and he can run. I'll tell you, he reminds me a lot of Brett Favre. He can move around. He makes a lot of big plays throwing the football, and he has a strong arm.
How about accurate?
Pretty accurate, yes. Well, you know,
so.
You got to be pretty accurate to throw for 4,300 yards.
They don't have to. The clock, game clock, and play clock are almost in sequence, and they don't have to run a play, so they can let the clock run out. We'll have a 2nd and 3. Drama Bills, 20-12. Jacksonville, after Denver owned the first quarter, unable to convert 2 extra points. Grinnell, 2nd and 3. Out of the backfield and incomplete. So Lachey Maston, his first opportunity to touch the ball today, or they had 1 running opportunity. A very big play, and yet it was only a little point. Clyde Simmons, 96. You see him lined up right over center. Gets good penetration, terrific timing, and the big right hand bats away the extra point on the Denver's first touchdown. Then on the second, they had to go for 2. Shannon Sharp handcuffed by this bullet from Elway, so it's 12-0. But Denver seemed to have the game in control, but somehow psychologically that missed extra point comes back to haunt you. McCardell out of bounds, first down at the 41-yard line. And you were making the point, Phil Simms, that there are a lot of little things that have gone down against Denver today for a team with such a good record.
Well, we saw them, Dick. Penalties, stupid penalties. You know, Michael Dean not hustling off the field. It's big right here driving this football. Drop passes, something they haven't done. Drop passes by the stars. Shannon Sharp dropping 2 that have played an important role in this game so far.
And the Jaguars showing why they've won 6 in a row. Handoff. Means just pushes down 1 defender and then sneaks under a couple others to the 39, a gain of 2. Steve Atwater, he doesn't miss too many, but able to, was that the straight man who took the straight arm? Boy, that in itself is classic to see him go down from a straight arm.
Well, Michael Dean Perry comes in, and all he's going for is the quarterback. He goes right by Natron Means, and he would have had him in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss, but he went straight for the quarterback and not for the running back.
Jimmy Smith to the right, McCardell to the left, 2nd and 8. Means wrapped up after a yard gain. Good defensive play by Lodish and Perry, the 2 tackles for Denver.
One thing about Grinnell that I'm seeing, Phil, is he may be a young quarterback, but man, is he reading the blitzes. He's picking up everything. He's seen him. The play to McCardell for the first down just 3 plays ago was a perfect example of reading the blitz and taking that little short out, picking up the first down.
Leading by 8. 3rd and 7. Grinnell signaling not for timeout, but he was signaling formation. He had 3 wides to the left, then had to signal timeout. It comes with seed in the AFC. Denver Broncos trailing at home by 8 in the 4th quarter. Not often that opponents agree on an issue, but you think that New England and Pittsburgh aren't watching today, unanimous in how they're cheering. The winner to meet the winner of this one. And if it's Jacksonville, either the Patriots or Steelers would get home field. 3rd down and 7. Under pressure. Running right by a tackler goes James Stewart. And Stewart, nicknamed Big Man or Little Man, is playing Big Man. His daddy called him Little Man, as a first down. It appeared that a Bronco had a short tackle on him.
Well, what happened? It was man coverage. Bill Romanowski has the back. Look at him go with him. But Tony Baselli comes off of his pass rusher, gets him outside. Now there's nobody to account for James Stewart.
I'll tell you what, a great call. That's a screen pass, one of the first ones we've seen today.
Not only a good call, but you got to have a talented left tackle, athletic, to make that play.
Boy, Baselli really did make the play. Now it's James Stewart again. And he's to the 9-yard line before Lodish can make the stop, and that's not good news. The top tackler in the secondary for the Broncos, Pro Bowler Steve Atwater, limps off. This has become a shocking game. 8-point lead, well into field goal range at the 9-yard line, the Jaguars.
But it did.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, and the layoff did not hurt the Broncos. We talked about it. Hey, the Broncos came out on both sides of the ball, were extremely sharp, got the lead, got everything they wanted. Jacksonville has just outplayed them since then.
15th play of this drive for Jacksonville. 2nd and 6 from the 9. Stewart picking his way close to the 5-yard line. They're going to call me down at the 6. It'll be 2.5 yards from a first down.
You know, Dick, we talked about Tony Vaselli so much. We showed enough of him. Maybe not enough of him. We're going to show more because he'll be doing better plays. But when he walked in and sat down in that meeting yesterday, the final thing he said was, "We're going to win. We're going to win."
We didn't come up here to celebrate a wild card 14-point underdog and say, "Gee, we've had a great year. Let's lose to the heavily favored Broncos." 3rd and 3. Stewart again. Hit in the backfield. Quick as a tackle. Is to the 4-yard line. Whistle down. It'll be short of a first down. So Tom Coughlin looks at 4th and 1, but with an 8-point lead, within range of a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Take the field goal and make the other team score twice.
You bet. You don't even hesitate, because what this does for the Broncos, that means the Broncos have to score a touchdown and 2 points, and then a field goal to just tie them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm right. I've been adding this baby up for weeks, and I got this right.
Yeah. That 8th grade arithmetic has been tough.
It's been killing me.
Hollis from 22. He's got it. He's 3 for 3. Hit the long ones earlier, 46 and 42, and now 22 yards, and it's a 20. It was extended when Michael Dean Perry failed to get off the field on the punt, and that gave Jacksonville a second chance. They go 88 yards, 17 plays, took 8.5 minutes, and now lead 23-12. 23 unanswered points and 5 straight possessions for Jacksonville in which they've scored. Hollis one-hops it to the 30, 40, 43-yard line goes Keith Burns with a rare chance to return a kickoff, the linebacker from Oklahoma State. But if you need a fourth quarter comeback, there's the man. John Elway, 36 fourth quarter overtime game-winning drives, second only to Dan Marino among active quarterbacks. 4 more in the postseason. One, of course, 10 years ago, the drive in Cleveland. Back to all the NFL games that I've been fortunate to cover. That, to me, in many ways, is the most memorable. That first down in '98, engineered by Elway to get a tie and beating the Browns in overtime. He hits Ed McCaffrey right at the sticks. That'll be close to a first down, depending on the mark, at the 48, 47-yard line. Davis and Hardy are the tackles.
Ed McCaffrey not afraid to go over the middle. He's a big target, and John Elway throws a strike in here this time. Protect the football once you catch it. It's going to take a lot of plays to score this touchdown. Don't try to be a hero.
2nd and 1 as we approach the 10-minute mark. Terrell Davis slips through to the 36-yard line, and Davis, who has been quiet since one long run of over 40 yards in the opening quarter, has a first down.
You got an injured Jacksonville player.
Clyde Simmons, the veteran defensive end, is injured. Good block by Broderick Thompson to seal it off. Is the young Jaguars rooting for the defense. 9:59 left in the fourth. Elway ready to go when we come back. Tron at Jacksonville Municipal Stadium. And so far, like what they see with 9:59 left, it's 23-12. They say well over 5,000 rooting as company.
Well, we were looking at that thing, and you made a comment, Phil, that we saw a lot of Tony Vaselli jerseys in the stands. When was the last time we saw anybody buy an offensive lineman's jersey?
Meanwhile, John Elway, first down at the Jacksonville 36. He throws off the back foot long for McCaffrey, but McCaffrey was looking inside the throw and outside. Mickey Washington covering.
Calvin Pritchett got through number 94 on Elway, and Elway had to unload the ball. You know, we were talking about how confident that Jacksonville was when we talked to them yesterday. Not really, overconfident, but confident. I never saw Denver more relaxed than when we talked to them the other day. I thought that they were ready for this game.
Elway to the flat to Davis. Turning inside and tackled at the 34-yard line. Tom McManus down low with a hit. Aaron Beasley, a good job turning the play in.
Well, that play illustrated this Jacksonville defense today, not giving up the big plays. When they have a chance to make the tackles, they're doing it. No cheap yards by the Denver offense so far.
3rd down, 8 for Elway. Shotgun. Reach one complete. Rod Smith breaks out of a tackle. Out of bounds inside the 20. First down, Denver.
Well, this play, it's only a completion because of the strength of John Elway's arm. There's not that big of a seam in the defense, but he lets it go, and it is right on the money again. And then Rod Smith does a good job of keeping his balance and getting a few extra yards.
Look at how Craver comes in and gets a block for him.
15 yards. First catch for Smith. Elway under pressure. Throws it off a lineman. Broderick Thompson. That'll cost Elway a penalty. Elway just instinctively throwing at the first jersey, you could see, as he was about to be sacked. And threw it right at Jeff Lageman.
What he was trying to do is Terrell Davis was way out.
Touch. The penalty is loss of a down. 2nd down.
But Broderick Thompson said, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. Elway did it. What he's trying to do is Terrell Davis was way out to his right. You see him number 30 in the bottom of your screen right here. And John Elway is just trying to throw the ball, but it slips out of his hands and it hits Thompson right in the face.
Broderick Thompson said, what did I do wrong?
I didn't do anything wrong. Stand there.
I think he should have caught it.
So it only cost him an incomplete pass. No penalty with it. 2nd and 10. Anthony Miller to the right. McCaffrey left. Craver and Davis with Elway. Blitz. Picked up well. Thrown underneath. Complete to McCaffrey. He's down at the 15-yard line. 5 yards short of a first down.
Jacksonville loves to blitz inside with the 2 linebackers. They come with it. Denver, excellent job. Once the linebackers come on the blitz, they pick it up. Shannon Sharp is going down the field. Elway waits a second longer. He would have seen Shannon Sharp open for the touchdown behind.
Big play, 3rd and 6. Clyde Simmons back in for Jacksonville. Elway gonna run it. Now he throws. Complete to McCaffrey at the 4. And Elway did stay behind the line of scrimmage.
The one thing, McCaffrey, we've seen this guy do this more than one time this year, and McCaffrey will get himself open, and he knows Elway scrambling. He comes across the middle. Now watch him sit in there. He looks, he sees Elway, now he gets himself open, sits down, and Elway finds him at the 3-yard line.
Line of scrimmage was the 15. Elway threw it from the 16. 1st and goal at the 2. Driving the Broncos to a quick answer to that last field goal and stopping the string of 23 straight points scored by Jacksonville, and now the Broncos go for 2. Right away from the shotgun, and Jacksonville calls time. 7:37, plenty of time left in the 4th quarter.
Just a good job of blocking inside by the Denver offensive lineman. Terrell Davis, with hard running, gets over the end zone.
Davis, who had 13 touchdowns rushing this year. You think it isn't tense in that box, the Elway? This is the 4th quarter, and John Elway, a big 2-point conversion attempt that would pull the Broncos within a field goal, or they'll trail by 5 and need 2 field goals or a touchdown with a half a quarter remaining. Elway shotgun, spread formation.
Gutsy call.
An 8-point play for Terrell Davis. Touchdown +2.
What makes that play so good, the call so good, the defense, it takes them too long to react because they don't know where the football is. The linebackers, they're standing there, they wait for the offensive line to come and block them because they didn't know where the ball was.
John Elway just went into the locker room.
Elway carried out his fake, and obviously everyone in the stadium, including Jacksonville, looking at him.
But when you see it, Phil, you're absolutely right about it. It's the defense at the secondary and the linebackers. Watch them. They really don't know where the ball is right now. And then the blocking is so good in the offensive line. Terrell Davis is there for the touchdown.
Coughlin trying to use that body English to help out the defense, but an 8-point play. Davis gets the touchdown and the conversion, has 110 total yards now. The NFL's Offensive Player of the Year, Terrell Davis, in his second season out of Georgia by way of Cal State Long Beach. Now this crowd having difficulty sitting down. Bucky Brooks comes out, has a seam, and out to the 26-yard line. As we remind you, more action tomorrow on NBC. Noon Eastern, 9 o'clock in the West. Join NBC as the race for the AFC Championship continues. And then at 12:30, the other berth for the title game will be decided in New England, where the Patriots battle Cordell Stewart and that tough Pittsburgh Steeler defense. Drew Bledsoe at the gun for New England. Tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, here on NBC.
You know, the Denver Broncos got 8 points, but think back since the first quarter, Dick, the Broncos haven't been able to slow this Jacksonville offense down.
They've scored every possession since the first quarter, Jacksonville. Means. And the big power back able to manage only a yard. Jim Gray.
Steve Atwater is on the Broncos bench right now. Atwater has a bruised right thigh. It is very questionable as to if he'll return. Right now, Tim Houck is in the game. Dick?
All right, the veteran Hawk from Montana, an unrestricted free agent from Green Bay a year ago. There he is. More of a special teamer this year. Listen to this crowd. Pick up the blitz, and Brunell scrambling and slides at the 40-yard line. Hawk there to cover him. First down. So Romanowski on the blitz. They pick it up, and that left a big avenue for the sprinting Brunell.
Well, watch Bill Romanowski come on the outside. He's coming so fast he can't get under control, and look at the hole that's created for Mark Brunell.
He just was going to take on Natron. Watch this. He goes right after Natron. He doesn't even look at the quarterback. I'm just going to knock him down. And when he does that, Brunell's gone.
Third scramble, only 18 yards rushing for Brunell, who led all quarterbacks almost 400 yards in the season. Means finds a little hole, runs through a tackle, makes something out of nothing, though. For 240-pounder, Means has the feet of Gene Kelly. He can really study. It's that Barry Sanders stutter step.
But don't try to block Natron Means. What you've got to do is wrap your arms around him. Watch number 37 Hawk when he comes in here. Here comes Means. Now watch what he tries to do. Block him. You've got to grab hold of this guy.
A gain of almost 5. Call it 2nd and 5. What a day for Means again. He gets the call. Left tackle runs through a Bronco to the 50. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be very close to a first down. Tyrone Braxton able to make the stop, and this one probably will call for measurement.
Well, what you see there is just a big offensive line with a big back behind it, and they're just overpowering the front of the Denver Broncos.
Time now becomes so critical. 5:25 left in the fourth. A 3-point game. Jacksonville with the ball and the lead. Let's see if this is 3rd and inches or first down Jaguars.
First down. There's a 35-pound difference in the offensive line and the defensive line, Phil. And with Natron Means behind that.
They ran right behind Baselli.
After they run this play here, they'll be inside the 5 minutes. This defense has to hold right now. Not in this series, just right here. First, second, and third down, and make him turn the ball over.
James Stewart only a yard at the 50. Tripped up by Alan Aldridge and Tyrone Braxton. Back in comes the big man, Natron Means. Atwater with that injury watching the Jumbotron here at Mile High Stadium. Boy, it's a big loss for them not to have their top tackler in the secondary. Means in 2nd and 9. 4.5 minutes left. Trying to keep the ball away from Elway. Brunell slips away. What a move. Still on his feet. To the sidelines at the 40. Another block. Brunell 30, 25, and dives at the 21. Oh my, what a...
Again, it's almost the identical play that we saw earlier. They blitz. They got a lot of people at the line of scrimmage. They talked about we got to keep Mark Brunell in the pocket. Watch the lane he has to run in again. Not good distribution by the front of the Denver Broncos. And then Mark Brunell, with his talent, makes a lot of people miss.
All right, now watch number 87. Here he is on the top of the screen. Keenan McCardell gets up and makes a block on the outside, which enables Brunell to pick up another 12 yards.
Oh no, oh no, says the Denvers. Unless overtime to decide a team's season. Brunell, the star, has a first down for Jacksonville at Denver's 21. 3 tight ends. And Natron, who dives to the 19-yard line, a gain of 2. Oh, that run by Mark Brunell, it's like, call up the highlight reel company. I got something for you.
Well, it is. And the good thing, what he's done today really well, he's managing the game. He drops back. He knows the situation. Take no chances. He sees the opening. He runs, makes people miss. He's got power and speed.
You know, the thing that really makes it, it really makes it for him, too, is when he goes back, Phil, and he fakes like he's going to throw, which holds the linebackers.
There's the chairman of the board, the man who's invested in these Jaguars, Wayne Weaver. Morgan, his granddaughter. What a thrill must be for that young lady to be in that box at this moment.
Well, I saw Mr. Weaver last night. I ran into him in the hotel lobby, and hey, he was so excited, so nervous last night. I don't think he slept a whole lot. Probably got less sleep than a lot of the players did.
We'd like to show you a shot of Pat Bowlen, but to win or lose, Pat just doesn't want cameras in his booth. The owner of the Broncos. 1 timeout left for each team. 2nd and 8. Brunell on the roll, throws to Means. Nice tackle by Sean Mobley. Mobley didn't drive him out of bounds to stop the clock, so that forces Denver to use its final timeout.
Very safe play. Here comes the left-handed quarterback running out to his left, and he has Means, but Mobley makes a great play as a linebacker. Not only is he there covering, but he also makes the stop. So it'll be 3rd down now and about 6. But the Denver Broncos have no more timeouts.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 on the next play, as we remind you tonight on NBC. If this hasn't been thrilling enough for you, we got 3 of them for you. Thrillology, the coolest night of the week, is heating up to red hot. Dark Skies, the Pretender Profiler. Be prepared to be thrilled. All new NBC Thrillology tonight.
Well, needless to say, this is the biggest defensive play for the Denver Broncos in this entire football game, because if they allow them to get a first down, this game will be over.
3rd and a huge 5. Brunell on the fade. Touchdown to Jimmy Smith. Can't throw it any better.
Can't throw it any better. Can't catch it. But again, what a call. They block everybody. It's basically a 1-receiver route. They know Denver's got to take a chance. Come up, blitzes to stop us. The perfect call.
Was that the perfect throw? Or what?
Jimmy Smith, who sat alone in 1994.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 39 on the defense for throwing the helmet. Be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.